Hey guys, MUT Gamer back here for the video, guys. Today we have subscriber team build episode series, the first one of Madden 20. Now I started this series back in MUT 18, and we did it all the time in MUT 18. We also did it in MUT 19, but we didn't do it as much in MUT 19. Now, if you guys are not aware of what the subscriber team builder episode series is, and yes, I will say that every single time we do the series. Mark my words. Guys, what this series is we're going ahead and we're going to build you guys squadrons. So pretty much what this is I'm going to go ahead in this video just give a mock-up design of a squadron that we're going to go ahead and build. But if you want me to build you a squadron, go ahead and comment down below right now and tell me, first off, what do you run on offense? How do you run your offense? How do you run your defense? What's your budget? Are you going with, all-out budget? Or are you going out with the most expensive squadron possible for your squadron? And what do you want me to build? So guys, we have had some crazy builds in this series from MUT 18 and 19. Trust me, it goes crazy. The more information you give me, the better, like I always say, because obviously I don't know you. I don't know you guys. I know I love you guys, but I don't know you guys. So you gotta have to give me as much information as possible so I can build you guys the best squadrons as possible. So for example, maybe you're like, hey, I want amazing run blockers. Hey, I want a deep threat receiver. I had one time a guy said I want a deep threat receiver, a run blocker, and I want a speed demon in my slot. I want a halfback that can truck, but also give you a weird look like you feel like you're guilty of something. There's a million different things, guys. Nonetheless, though, comment down below and tell me. And also tell me what Xbox or PlayStation, what you play on. Now, as the time goes on, as the year goes on, that will change a lot. Because of the fact, yes, once time goes on in the year, prices go up and down, and it changes a lot. Early on, right now, it doesn't. But nonetheless, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. So, what we're starting off with is the best squadron you can build right now. The reason why I'm starting this off is because it is obviously the easiest way to start off just looking at the best squadron. Now, this is not including legends. Yes, we will have day one legends, and at the moment, they're not in the game. We're also not looking at this with the 95 overall Pat Tillman MUT Master card. So again, he is not a MUT head. I cannot go ahead and utilize him in the game or MUT head right now. So keep that in mind. So the best offensive line you can build right now is going to go ahead and, of course, be a lot of theme builders. Now, the theme builders you cannot actually get unless you level up. You get the theme builders and you do the solo challenges. So that does kind of suck. Now, with that in mind, if I go ahead and take out the theme builders, which I'm not going to do. We're going to do two different builds here, guys. We're going to do a build where you take the theme builders in, and then one you would take them out. Because obviously, they're not obtainable, all of them. You can't get all of them, just from leveling up. So I'm not going to have them all in. But we're going to go ahead and just take a look at what they look like. The squadron with team builders in that mind. Nonetheless, though, then we'll go back and look at what it looks like without team builders. Because sometimes, 86, obviously Travis Kelce could be a starter, and you can buy him. Nonetheless, though, this squadron, day one, if you did go ahead and rep this squadron would easily cost you probably over 10 million coins. And again, I'm not expecting anyone to have this squadron. Unless you are spending, day one, $7,000 on this game, you're going to be going ahead and probably not having this squadron. But day one, this is what an offense will look like if it did have the best cards possible in the game. Now, of course, that is not including, as I said again, legends. Legends and Pat Tillman, he is not on MUT head, and they are not on MUT head. Now, the legends, of course, we know of is going to be John Elway at quarterback, so you could actually go ahead and put John Elway in. And again, we don't know the price or the overall of these legends, but I'm guessing they're probably going to be, I want to say, around 90, 91, depending. Some of them will probably be a little bit more, some of them will be a little bit less. But for example, we could put in John Elway at quarterback, and that would probably be a 90 overall. We could put in Marcus Allen at running back. He'll probably be a 91 overall. Marvin Harrison will be probably 90 overall. And then we have Larry Allen, who could be probably a 90 overall at right guard. And then the other legends we have are going to be Derek Brooks, Michael Strahan, Mel Blount, and of course, I called him Paul Krause. What is wrong with me? Ken Houston. Yeah, I called Ken Houston Paul Krause. I am stupid. But, of course, Ken Houston, I believe, is a strong safety. So Pat Tillman would be your free safety if you're going ahead and going with that option. Nonetheless, I'm actually going to go ahead and take out George Kittle here, and I'll put in Travis Kelce so we can see at least as much as possible what we could do with the team builders if we went ahead and did that. Nonetheless, so let's go ahead and go to free safety. Of course, we have Earl Thomas III being the best free safety in the game right now. We have Harrison Smith at strong safety, and of course, we have Khalil Mack. So, for example, Ken Houston would be right here. Derek Brooks, I believe, is a right outside linebacker, and currently he would be right here, obviously, over Clowney, because he would be like a 90 overall. Middle linebacker, we have Wagner, and of course, we have Luke Kuechly. Neither, none of the legends would take over that spot. And then cornerback, we would have Mel Blount starting off right away, with, of course, being paired with Jalen Ramsey, and we would also pair him with Richard Sherman, and finally, let's see, let's go with Stephon Gilmore. Because again, I'm trying my best not to use these, crazy, amazing theme builders. So, although they're really good stats, and honestly, if you're going for a theme builder, go with the Detroit Lions and go with my man, the myth, the legend, Darius Slay. Man's a monster. And again, I believe Strahan is a left end, so he would actually go right here, replacing J.J. Watt. D tackles, we have Fletcher Cox, and of course we have Mr. Let's see, can we get another guy? Ooh, oh yeah, we can. There we go. Damian Harrison. I don't know why I couldn't read his name at first. Or Snacks, as people call him. And again, he would be actually not replaced. So, again, this is the best squadron you could get. Let me go ahead and fix it. So, obviously not day one, because you would have to go ahead and replace these guys theme builders wise. You could do the theme build solo challenges and actually get those two guys, but this is the best squadron we're looking at day one if you are just going ahead and spending just coinage. Okay, you're just going out there and saying, hey, I'm going to spend all the coinage in the world and I'm going to get the best squadron. I want the best. I deserve the best squadron in the world. This is the best squadron you're going to go with. You're going to go with Tom Brady starting off, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, Travis Kelce, Mitchell Schwartz, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, Ali Marpet, David Bakhtiari. I said his name right. Be proud of me. Earl Thomas III, Davion Clowney, Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, Khalil Mack, Harrison Smith, Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey, Stephon Gilmore, Aaron Donald, Fletcher Cox, Damian Harrison, a.k.a. Snacks, and finally J.J. Watt. That's going to be the best lineup you're going to go with, and of course Justin Tucker, and then Johnny Hekker as punter. So that's the best overall squadron we're going to go with. Now, realistically, that's not the squadron anybody probably watching this video will have, but that is the best without legends, and obviously legends are important. You can go ahead and go with. You can also add in a team captain like Ryan Shazier and max him out at 90. You can't get that day one probably. No, I think you could. But if we go ahead and look at Ryan Shazier real fast, let me show you guys this real fast. Let's go to this. All right, so we go to Ryan Shazier real fast. If we go ahead and see as we can upgrade him, if we go ahead and upgrade him by 175, right, that's going to get into an 82, 84, 86, 88, and 90. So if you spend enough money to get the coinage, to get the training up here, you could actually get Ryan Shazier to a 90 day one. So it is possible. And after 90, you can see it says ability, X factor. Obviously, he's going to max that at 90 right now. And then we'll get into, team captain token, stuff like that throughout the season. But you can get him up to a 90. So that is actually very nice. And so, again, he could also be put on there for the best possible team. Other than that, though, that's pretty much it. Unless you're trying to get to level 50 right away. And you're trying to get... is there? No, it's not Herman Moore. It's oh crap. It's the other Torrey Holt, and unless you're trying to get Torrey Holt too, I think he's a 90 overall once you get to level 50. So unless you're trying to get level 50 Torrey Holt and get level 90 here, but again, Torrey Holt isn't about spending money. That's more about spending time. And I don't know how many people will get to level 50 before EA Access is over and day one does go ahead and begin. But if you do, and you're about that life, then obviously you could get a 90 overall receiver, a 90 overall middle linebacker, and you can just double team that. And this squadron gets even better with those those two options with that, you know. So guys, that's pretty much it. Again, this series will depend on how much feedback you give it. If you guys want to go ahead and give it a lot of love and support, and you want me to build your squadrons, go ahead and comment down below. The more comments we get, the more we can do in the videos, the more often videos come out, stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.